Hello, I'm going to demonstrate the tool called Redline. So it is an forensic data acquisition and analysis tool, and also a threat prevention and detection tool. And the tool Redline is developed by an organization called Fireeye, and this is their free product, and the current version is Redline 2.0. So this is the first home page. When we open the application, this is the home page, and as you can see, the home page consists of basic options to start our investigation on this host machine. Generally, the data acquisition is divided into two main parts. One is collect data and another is analyze data. The collect data parts, the collect data collects important system related and files, memory, different forms of data, and save them in a format called collector. So generally there are three types of collectors. One is standard, another is comprehensive, and another is IOC. We will discuss about the other all the three collectors. Another part of uh, the tool is analyzing the data. So the data which is already being collected, we can analyze. Let me start with the collection. We can create a standard collector. Standard collector collects all the standard basic information about the host machine, and the comprehensive collector actually collects all possible and all possible details of the hardware, software, and everything in a more comprehensive manner. So let's start with standard collector. After clicking standard collector, one window opens up. It asks about which platform I am choosing. So obviously I'm in Windows, so it is pre-chosen. And after that, we can choose our own script. Script means here the options or the types of data that we want to acquire. So if I click edit your script, so you can see various options inside that. First option is memory, so we can capture processes and what are the drivers are there, and other hook detection, and we can also acquire memory image. And in the disk we can include active files, what are the deleted files, and also various other things like hash and encryption related data. And we can also capture disk enumerations. So what is the uh, physical data about the disk and logical data, so disks and volumes. If we go into system, we can analyze system related data like system information, user accounts, and restore points, registry hives, registry information. And in network we have port, DNS, routing related information, and we can also capture browser history and all that. And in every option we also can choose some advanced parameters. So for example, if I choose disk and click advanced parameters, we can set various advanced parameters like what will be the path of the disk, or the subset of the files that we want to search, and what is the maximum size of the file, and if we want to filter any hash, we can mention that. So there are various other advanced parameters. We will not go into the advanced parameter details for the first time demonstration, so we will leave that. So we are doing standard collection, so let me choose some standard and basic information only. So inside memory, as you can see, many options are already selected, and it is good. Let me go to disk, and I want to collect the include active files, and also I want to collect deleted files. so I am checking those two, and disks and volumes too. In system I want to collect registry hive, user accounts, registry enumeration and event logs. And in network, network I want to collect all the options, browser related, all the data I want to acquire. And in other, there is not much any important components in the other, so we will leave that. So this is our script. We have made our script or options ready, and we can continue with the collection. So I am clicking OK. Here is another option. If I want to acquire memory image, live memory image, so yes. And in the below you can see save your collected to an option, collected to an path. So I have to choose a path, browse a path, and give a folder address where the collector will be storing the result data. So I have already collected previously, so you can see first collection is there. I am creating a second collection folder. Okay, so now it is okay. So our result will be stored in these paths under C HP documents and in the second collection folder. So after I click OK, it is showing that it is creating a portable collector. So this collector is actually consists of many files, executable files and other files, and this is portable. We can run this on another machine. So the collection is done and it is saved into a folder. So we will move on to that folder. So you remember we collected in second collection, so we will go to the second collection folder, and inside that you can see various files, but we need one file for the analysis part and for further processing, and that file is run audit, the last file, which is a batch file. So it will be run in command line. So we will run this audit file. So what this audit file will do, actually it will run the commands given inside that batch file, and it will the collected information will be processed and stored in a readable and analyzable manner. So what I will do is simply I will double click it. So as you can see, it is now running. Now this will take a little bit of time, so we will wait. So we are continuing from that. After running for 10 minutes, the audit process has completed. So it has collected all the data and stored in an analyzable file. If you want to access that file is inside the sessions folder. Inside sessions, if you can go, there is analyze session 1, and inside that one file is there which is called analyze session 1 dot mans. So if you see the extension, it is .mans file. So this is an analysis Mandiant analysis file. That file we can import in Redline and analyze accordingly. So what we can do is either we can double click it, or we can just come here in the in the menu and open from a saved memory file. Open previous analysis and sessions analysis session 1. So now the new analysis session is being loaded into the Redline software. We have to wait, so it will again take some time. After importing the corrected data, now the analyzation has been started. Right now it is ready for analyzation, and as you can see, we can start the analysis process in four main ways. In the right side we have main four options. One is we can review the triage collection, or we can investigate the host based on external data, and we can review the web history, and also we can search for set of indicators of compromise. Let me start with the triage collection. So after I click the triage collection, it will open the timeline menu. So in the timeline menu, it is actually the collection of all the activity that this machine has done and the data has captured, and in the activity list it will take a bit of time to show all the activity. In the left hand side, if we can see the options to filter out some of the activity. So right now, for example, the files which are being created, modified and accessed, these are sorted out, and these are filtered out, and also processes and registry values and event logs, all these things are right now being right now it is filtered, and we can see in the right hand side all the activity timeline. So it is very big on the timeline. So you can see the right hand side. If I can drop it, it is very big. In fact, it is not loading the bottom part. So we will just stick to the upper part, and we can see, for example, the registry which is being modified, and it is and its timestamp related to that, and also path and the type of the file and user associated with it, and if it is, for example, here you can see one timestamp and associated activity as file download history. So it will say what file I have downloaded from which URL and the target path, and also user and browser version, etc. All the timeline activity we can see and analyze from here. And if you can see, these are all the list of fields that we can use to choose or filter out the result. Also you can see you can group or filter this result by using users. If we click the users button, it will now show the list of users, and you can accordingly choose one user and see their activity. So for example, if I can choose the built-in administrator, so I am choosing administrator. So these are the activity associated with the administrator, and these are all list of that. And in fact this data is very huge, so what we can do is we can use two more features. One is time crunches. So what it does is I will try to show it. See, I am trying to create a new custom time crunch. So this is a feature where we can set the time in between the you can say the time range for which the results we want to see, and also if we want to hide out a one of the type of one of the type of files or any field. If we want to filter out, we can choose it. So for example, here is the first option, which is for the minute of. So here you can set the time range, and below you can filter out one of the uh, collected data category. For example, if I want to filter out the cookie history creation date, so I am choosing cookie history, and I am setting the time as, for example, uh, up to 9th May and 7:40. So it is okay. So I have clicked the right button, and as you can see, there is no result. So okay, so now it is being loaded. Yes, so there is some results. So these are all the results which are for the time gap from uh, for the time of 9th May up to 7:40, and we also are hiding the cookie history. Similarly, there is also another option, which is time wrinkles. And if I want to create a new time wrinkle, here it is also giving some option to choose the range of time, and another option to show the minutes before and after. So I can set that also. So anyway, so these are the two options by which we can filter out some of the result values, or we can summarize the result for a particular time gap, or we can filter out using user and processes, etc., etc. So if I want to go back to the previous menu, so here you can see another option, which is investigation based on external lead. So here in this case, what happens is, if there is some external information, external lead is there, that this folder is the target folder where I want to investigate, or this is the time gap, or this is the user or process, then we can filter out using these options, which I already have shown, these fields and time wrinkles, time crunches in the below. So that is the second option. And if I want to see the web history data, then I will click on the third option, reviewing web history data. So now it is loading all the web history, URL history and form history and bookmark, typed URL, hidden visits, etc. So here you can see, for example, there is a visit type and URL, page title, and what is the visit count, and first visit date, many datas are there, last visit date, and what is the browser name and browser version, username, etc. So by using this menu, we can extract all the browser browser related datas. And if you want to sort out one of them or filter out one of them, we can click on that. For example, if you want to see what are the what are the URLs or browser what are the browser history URLs where I have visited any form, so I can click on visit form. So it will show all records generated after user first viewed another page, which can be valuable information in determining a sequence of events. So these are the page you can see. So right now it is showing many accounts.google.com page. So yes, I have for the past one day opening many times this accounts website, so it is showing. And Apart from that, you can also see many other basic system information and other important information from this analysis data window in the left and leftmost side. In the leftmost side, you can see system information. So these are the system information we can see, and what are the also the processes at the time of collecting the live memory. What are the processes were running? So we can see those process list. We can see the process in hierarchical fashion, which process is owned by which user and which parent process. We can see that. Also we can see registry value and registry related information, users related informations, and so these are the users, as you can see. Also we can see the event logs. We can analyze the event logs from the collected data. So these are the event logs. In the event logs also you can see the event ID, log, type, message, source, and generated time, written time, category, username, machine. Many things are there. Also I have chosen those network related entries, so that's why in the analysis file we have the network related informations collected. We can see the DNS entries or the address, or the address resolution protocol entries, and also the routing table entries. If you now if you want to manually see the collected data of disks and volumes, we can click on the disk. You can see all the disk partitions, and here in the volume you can see the disk partitions, and in the disk you can see the type of the number of different hard disks, and in registry hives you can see the registry related all informations. So these are the registry hive, and also you can see those browser URL and form and file download history by manually, also by clicking these links. Okay, so these were all the main options that we can use to analyze and investigate the collected data from a portable collector. And we have seen the collected data inside the Redline software and analyzed it. So this is for it. Thanks for watching.